Calling it out with Tim Black. The whole world's so sad.
Testing, 1, 2. We're in the house. Okay. What up, people? How y'all doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome back to the Tim Black Show. It's only been forever. And thanks. Thanks, what's up, man? Glad to see you guys here. What's up? We're going to do it, man. We're going to get on to this State of the Union. It's starting in like a minute, so let me get us over there. And just make sure, put up comments if you can hear, if everything's cool. Let me try to get us over there. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so that's showing me. That should not be showing me. So we gotta fix that, Tim Black. Let's fix it. This by itself. How about that? There we go. Now let's try it. Now let's try. Not that one. How about that one? Here we go. Okay, they haven't started yet. They have not started yet. All right, let's go. State of the Union. Join live stream. Well, hold on, let's see. Says join live stream. We're reacting real time. It's 9 o'clock. What's up? This is the right place, right? It said, well, okay. Looks like we're in the right place. They got balloons and stuff. What up, people? My name is Tim Black. We are back in the house. We're doing what we do. Yeah. They got some stuff reacting here. Right? It's 9 o'clock, so it's 9:01. I just want to make sure I'm in the right place. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I want to do. I want to make sure we're in the right place, y'all. They got people celebrating, but I don't see or hear anything. So let's make sure, man. Let's make sure, Tim Black, because you don't want to be in the wrong place. If I back up. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we will begin shortly. Then we go here. That says live. Okay. All right. It's just not going on right now. We will begin shortly. Maybe it's 9 o'clock, but it's really not. It's not kicked off yet. Maybe this is natural. So, people, what we can expect tonight? I made some notes. I left them on the printer. Some things never change, Johnson. Some things stay the same, don't they? They stay the same, Johnson. So what we can expect tonight, let me get over here a little bit. What we can expect tonight is Joe Biden's going to talk about immigration. He's going to talk about Trump, the Republicans, the economy. And he's going to try to make you feel all warm and fuzzy, right? Because he's got an election to win. It says streaming now. Is it streaming now? How's it streaming now? All right, man, something ain't right. It says streaming, started streaming 16 minutes ago. If that's true, why aren't I seeing anything? This is the White House watching. Am I tripping, yo? Am I tripping? It says live. Maybe it don't want us to get it. All right, see, now I'm getting pissed. I can't imagine them being that late. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to jump out. I'm going to jump out to SOTU. Nah. They said 9 o'clock, but ain't nothing going on right now. There's nothing happening, so I'm okay. It says watch it now, but that's just people here. It says started streaming. I guess they're streaming just a picture, just a thumbnail. Let me jump back to my comments, man. Let me go back to my people, man. Let's do that. Let's jump over to my folks. Let's go back to Cams. Let's go back to my folks. Let me see what my folks got to say. My people know what's up. What's up, people? How y'all doing? Marjorie, what's up, Marjorie? Antonio said he could hear. What's up, Antonio? What's up, Cody? MLL, what's up? What's up, Cameron? Protest. Give it up for protesters. Yeah, yeah. In fact, I heard that a lot of stuff. There's gonna be a lot of traffic downtown, obviously, and some people had the day off because of the traffic, just because of the protests and all the traffic, all the precautions, everything that's going on downtown right now. So, there are people in my family that were off today who work in D.C. Peace be unto you, Congo. What's up? Stormy said he ain't there yet, so I could chill. David Thompson said, first time, long time. That's what's up. It's been a minute. We good, bro. What's up? Marlena Brown. Marlena, what up, sis? Stormy weather in the house. Joe, Jude, Ricard, Sylvie. What's up, Sylvie? Sylvie Walker said the protests are slowing Joe down. That ain't the only thing slowing him down. Them 81-year-old knees are slowing him down. Them 81-year-old knees to do that to you. What's up, Billy Crosby? What's happening? What's happening, Billy Crosby? I'm going to keep this on my phone so I will know when they start. Because I don't want you guys to be with me and miss this extremely entertaining, very important State of the Union address from your president, Joe Biden. Because we know how informative it's going to be. Oh, yeah, we already know how Joe Biden's going to lay out everything for us so we can understand it. He's going to be totally transparent. He's not going to be spinning narratives to try to win an election. He's going to be open and honest with the American people. We know that's what he's going to do. He's going to have to do that, right? Because that's how he rolls, man. He's nothing but he's a saint amongst men. He's a saint. We're going to stop calling him Joe Biden, President Biden. We're just going to call him Saint Joseph. Let's just call him that. Because, see, they want to paint Trump as devil, Lucifer. Devil, Lucifer. Devil incarnate. Hades. You know? So that means like, and they want Biden to be like Saint Biden. Angel. Kiss from God. That's that guy, right? That's who he's supposed to be. Only problem is that guy, he got a lot of problems. He's got a lot of problems. Like, there's never been a single solitary bill that helped all the people he locked up really do better in life. Also, there's never been a war he didn't agree that we should do. Even the ones that were unjustified and illegal. Also, he loves segregationists. This guy hung out with senators that used the word nigga, hard R, in the Capitol. He kicked it with him. He hung out with them. They were friends. They were so tight that when one of them passed, Joe Biden gave the eulogy. Now, there was a white guy named Salvini in Russia, who they say was in opposition of Putin. I almost said Trump. Opposition to Putin. He died. They say he was killed. No one expected him to ever leave the prison. He was in one of them gulags. One of those colonies, whatever they call them. And Dr. Cornel West put out a 3-line tweet saying, hey, I feel bad for his family. Something like that. And people are like, he eulogized this guy. No, Biden did a eulogy. Cornel West did a tweet. That's all, a tweet. I just think it's amazing how people get shit twisted. However you want to feel about it, religious people tend to say things when people lose people. They tend to, I know we got a lot of atheists in the house, and I feel you, man. I feel you. I find myself questioning stuff too. I'm an agnostic, it seems. But we don't want to get on that topic. The point is this. Stop being hypocrites. Stop being hypocrites. These same people will go vote for Biden. I'm going to hold my nose and vote for Biden. I'm going to hold my nose and vote for Biden. He literally eulogized. He literally went to the shit. And said things out his mouth to the world about the guy who was like, N-word this and N-word that, and we can't have these N's around here. Who left the Democrats to go be with the Republicans because he wants the states' rights. The states' rights to discriminate against blacks. That's what states' rights has always been. I don't know these people that want to be delusional. They listen to too much Candace Owens and Officer Tatum and Jesse Lee Peterson and Hodge twins and other, Shermichael Singleton. He's not that crazy, is he? Shermichael, I know you're not that crazy, are you? They want to believe that that these parties never switched up, but Strom Thurmond left the Democrats to go be with the Republicans for a reason, Johnson. I said he left it, but okay, fine. It don't matter because they're both racist. I'm not one of those people who want to have that argument, really, because I've been called. When the last time somebody white called me a nigga, I wasn't like, what party are you? Last time I got turned down for a loan, I wasn't like, so who did you vote for? I ain't care. What I'm trying to tell you is, man, they try to pay Trump the devil and Biden a saint. And that's, neither one of these guys are saintly. And as bad as they are, neither one is the devil. But they both are gangsters. Oh, shit, here we go. My bad. We're not missing the damn thing, y'all. I just want to make sure. Can you hear? Are you guys able to hear any background? Like any of the... There's some faint... There's some chatter in the rotund. You hear the clapping? Anybody hear the clapping? I can't do both things at once. Let's see. Shit. Damn. This is harder than I thought. Let's do this. The hell? Not that. Okay, this one's live. Okay. It's very low. Yeah, there's nothing happening right now. But it should be very, very low. I mean, just loud static. But if you can hear something, right, that means I just want to make sure when he starts speaking, you guys are good. Just so we can have the experience together, you know. It is what it is. There are people clapping in there. Pete Buttigieg. Buttigieg. I just did a video about him today. I mentioned him in the video today. It's kind of crazy. I haven't talked about that guy in a long time. The one time I talk about him, there he is. Okay. Well, I can make this bigger. Let's see if we can make this even bigger, guys. How about this? There we go. Now I can lock it. That's it. Try to make my screen look a little bit better here. Okay, I'm gonna lock that down. Boom. Now let me make sure I've got that up as long so it'll be loud when they start talking. My bad, guys. I'm just doing a little bit of spring cleaning. Make sure shit works for us. Make sure I got you covered. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no one's mic'd up right now, so it should just be, you should hear some rumblings and stuff. I wonder if I could. All right. So anyway, let me go to the top of the hour. Let me tell you what he's going to talk about. What Joe Biden's going to talk about, according to his press, Joe Biden going to talk about immigration. He's going to talk about money to Ukraine. He's going to talk about money to Israel. He's going to talk about the economy. He's going to talk about Donald Trump. He's going to talk about getting out the vote. He'll probably tell random stories about swimming pools and black kids he taught to swim back in Delaware. He's probably going to talk about the brown hair on his legs. He's probably bring up a corn pop story or two. You know, the regular stuff, you know. He'll probably tell all you blacks, vote for me or you ain't black. Vote for me or you ain't black. He'll probably do one of those. But so I decided, guys, okay, so the show is coming back, by the way, guys. The show is coming back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have pre-recorded comments and questions and stuff from you guys. So I got a website. Okay, you need to go to my Patreon. On my Patreon, I'm gonna give you the link so that you go to the place and you just put in, like, if you got a comment about anything, we're gonna include it in the show. So it's like pre-recorded messages and pre-recorded stuff. I'm gonna download your voice messages and play those live on the show. Yeah, that's the plan right now. I want a live aspect to the show. Of course, we got super chats, but we're also going to have that. Okay, somebody bang the gavel.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Shit. I don't know if this is gonna work, Johnson. I don't know if this is gonna work because I can't. I don't think you can hear it. Yo. Okay. Facebook, visit the White House page on Facebook. I gotta get us some sound. I don't know why it's not working there. Where's the? Okay, let's try that. Let's go back to. Shit.
If I was smart, I'd go home now. Mr. Speaker, Madam Vice President, members of Congress, my fellow Americans. In January 1941, Franklin Roosevelt came to this chamber to speak to the nation. And he said, I address you at a moment unprecedented in the history of the Union. Hitler was on the march. War was raging in Europe. President Roosevelt's purpose was to wake up Congress and alert the American people that this was no ordinary time. Freedom and democracy were under assault in the world. Tonight, I come to this same chamber to address the nation. Now, it's we who face an unprecedented moment in the history of the Union. And yes, my purpose tonight is to wake up the Congress and alert the American people that this is no ordinary moment either. Not since President Lincoln and the Civil War keep it that way. But now, assistance to Ukraine is being blocked by those who want to walk away from our world leadership. It wasn't long ago when a Republican president named Ronald Reagan thundered, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." Now, my predecessor, a former Republican president, tells Putin, quote, "Do whatever the hell you want." Finland to the alliance last year. And just this morning, Sweden officially joined, and their minister is here tonight. Can they stand up? We will not bow down. Not bow down. In a literal sense, history is watching. History is watching. Just like history watched 3 years ago on January 6th, when insurrectionists stormed this very Capitol and placed a dagger to the throat of American democracy. Many of you were here on that darkest of days. We all saw with our own eyes the insurrectionists were not patriots. They'd come to stop the peaceful transfer of power, to overturn the will of the people. January 6th lies about the 2020 election and the plots to steal the election pose a great...
Shut up! Damn. Now I got this playing. All right, guys. I can't get that shit to work, man. Ah, damn. All right. Shit. Sorry. Oh man. Okay, so I guess I have to watch it. Guess I have to go back and watch it. I guess it is what it is. It's going on and I cannot get it to play, so I don't expect you to want to not, if you want to watch that. Right? Yeah. Damn thing. No matter, it just would not work for me. Wouldn't work for a brother. Nothing on the southern border yet. No sound, bro. Yeah, I know, man. It just wouldn't play. Biden bows to Bibi nonstop, warmongers. Yeah, somebody. So I guess because you got a plan elsewhere, right? Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I just could not get it. I'm not watching it if you're not showing it. Yeah, it's just thank you, Sandra. I appreciate you. Facts, not feelings. Stormy, what's up? What's up, Nelson? How you doing? Savior, what's going on? Congo, Tobias, what's up, man? Chris, good to see you. Look, Congo. Warmongers, exactly. Man, this is it is what it is. Don't cry over spilled milk. So, we know what's going to be a bunch of propaganda. Him telling us how important it is for us to fund Ukraine because, you got to stop Putin. Then he was going into January 6th to talk about the officers that had heart attacks weeks after. Yeah, I've been doing my research about January 6th too. It's what's really bad, man, is that there are so many people who watch these shows and they don't realize how much propaganda is behind CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, Newsmax, all of them. They just don't. They have no idea. And it's pathetic, really. It's pathetic, man. You talking about Ukraine now? Yeah, I'm sure. Rallying the troops, that's it, man. Rally, C-SPAN. Should I have done C-SPAN? I just don't know why I could not get the sound to play. I've done this before. I don't know what setting it was. But it just would not grab the sound from the website. But I'm looking here to see what I got. What do I have here that's jacked up? So Biden, this State of the Union is a perfect example of like so many things that's wrong with our media. Like, who's going to rebut this guy? It should not just be Fox News or Newsmax that have a rebuttal to Joe Biden. We should have a rebuttal to him. Like, when I say we, I mean media. Media should have a rebuttal to Joe Biden. And it should not be about being on the side of Fox News or being on the side of any other political party. It should just be about, we just sat through a bunch of garbage. And we got to be able to see through it. They won't allow that on cable news. They don't want to have that at all. And that's what we need. We need people to realize this guy's fabricating. That's how they stay in power. They fabricate. Make up stuff. Try to scare people. And yeah, there's some scary things going on. Most of those things that are so scary are because of what he's been doing. It's what America's been doing the past 50 years. That's what's so scary. You know what I'm saying? But he can never say that because that's too true. So now we got to create boogeyman after boogeyman in order to stay in power. Because they can't stay in power just running on what they've actually done for you, because that ain't enough. And no one expects it to be. You know what I'm saying? No one expects what Joe Biden's done for the people to be enough to keep the people. And it's amazing when you got these people that say that they're independent, and they'll be towing the line to Joe Biden, lying to people saying how great it is. Ooh, the chips, the infrastructure bill. That infrastructure bill does not equate to the war that's going on in Gaza, to the war that's going on in Ukraine. Just doesn't. I don't see how you make a correlation like it's a good trade-off. I don't have an electric vehicle, dum-dum, so I don't need electric battery charging stations across the country. It is what it is. And it just keeps going on and on and on, and we got the same people, the same talking heads, the same do-nothing people, And it's not like you can just go listen to conservative media because they got their own lies going on too. They got their own shucking and jiving, their own false narratives, their own propaganda too. They're even better at it than the Democrats. Get what I'm saying? Even more effective. Because how can you convince poor white people to help rich white people? More than themselves. It's crazy. So you know you're good when you can do that. Hey, Bob, yeah. Take all your money out your wallet, Bob. Okay. Now hand it to Theodore. Okay. Okay, Bob, now get in your car and go home. That's what it is. That's the Republican Party. Is he going to give it back? No, he's not, Bob. Maybe one day it'll trickle back down to you. One day. Till then, just go home and just know this, Bob. Yeah? You're better than the blacks. That's right. Bob goes, gets in his car. Ethel, I figured it out. Ethel. What? What's wrong, Bob? I figured it out. He runs, gets out of his car, he runs back to the guy. Hey, what is it, Bob? What's going on? You all right? Yeah, I figured it out. What did you figure out, Bob? I'm going to need a jump. My car won't start. We ain't got no jump for you, Bob. Walk home. Okay. Hey, Bob. Yeah? You're better than the Mexicans. All right. Come on, Ethel, get out the car. Help push. Come on. And that's red America. That's the red states America. That's them. Thank you. And that's what they go for. That's what they fall in for. That's what they fall in line for all the time. So look, man, I got no delusions. I realize I'm not telling people to just go jump on the Republican side, but I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Be very honest. Here goes the State of the Union. It's very hard not to be very pissed off with the Democratic Party. It's enough to drive you to become a piece of garbage because it gets you so angry. Yeah, everyone who defects now, I get it. I didn't get it before, man. I get it, man. I so get it. I get it. I didn't get it before, I got to admit. I didn't get it before. But you get so angry. Lie after lie after lie. And all these other people are buying it. And you're like, how can you buy this shit? And they're buying it and they're buying it and they're buying it. You're like, the hell with this. And you just get angry and you start literally hating the Democratic Party so much. It's all consuming. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. That's what I think happened to people like Jimmy Dore. Look, that's what I think happened. I think you can become so angry that your body, insides, everything, your organs start bubbling up with heat. Over time, you get so pissed off. You get so gaslit by lie after lie after lie. I get it, man. I swear, man, I did not get it at first. Like, how are these people selling these Republican bullshit ass talking points and doing this? They're human beings and they get angry as hell. And you get tired of being lied to. You get tired of people that you love and care about listening to it, believing it. You get tired of these elite assholes acting as if they're better than other people when all they're doing is selling their soul to a different God. You understand what I'm saying? Who said it? You start to speak the language of your oppressors. But you don't get that right away, Tobias. Tobias, initially, what happens is you are so angry, you're not thinking about that. You're so pissed off, you're not thinking about it. And there are people that agree with you because they're pissed off too. So everyone's pissed off. You start speaking to a people, to a segment of the population that see through the bullshit and they're angry as hell too. I get it, man. I get it. Oh man, do I get it. What happens is so horrific, it's hard to look away. Like, it's hard not to let it consume you. Because this is what we do. Like, you every day I get up. Every day I get up and I go downstairs. And I start going through my Ground News app. Go to groundnews.com/Tim Black Show. Is it Tim Black Show or Tim Black? I don't know. I think it's Tim Black. I go through my Ground News and I look at the news that the left's putting out. I look at the news that the right's putting out. Every day for the past 10 years, 12 years, that's what I do. For a job. That's what I do. And it can drive you crazy because it's such BS. I remember like the first stories that I covered that I realized that they edit videos. You wouldn't think they would do that, but they edit videos. They edit videos. Like that's something you would think, like in the cartoons or something. You would think it's a wacky conspiracy theory. What they'll do is they'll play a video, only a part they want you to see, and then they'll let the whole country get livid, pissed off, angry as hell. People will riot. People will beat other people up. People might even shoot other people based on a video that they cut off intentionally to give you the wrong idea about what happened. For sale, you understand what I'm saying? For sale, you get what I'm saying? Yo, listen to what I'm saying. I was a regular person who just had a job, went to work, I worked in computers. I did public speaking and I did computers. And I didn't know this shit. I didn't know that they did this. They literally, yo, will cut a video to give you a misrepresentation about what happened. And they'll put it out to the whole world and have a bunch of Americans losing their fucking minds, man, over the video content. And the people that put it out know it's a lie. No, they left out the part that showed the other thing. When that first happened, when I first realized they did that, I couldn't believe it, man. I could not believe they did that because you have this naive thing about justice and about right and wrong, and obviously they're going to get sued for that. No one sues them. No one sues them. They have no obligation to play a whole tape. They can come up with a million excuses. Oh, we were pressed for time. Somebody played this long. We just cut it. I also understand how people become Trump supporters. I understand how they become Trump supporters. Because the whole system's garbage. See, the people that can't understand how other people become Trump supporters really have not embraced how bad the system is. That's how bad the system is. If you get past the part where if you can somehow say, hey, he's not a Klan member. If you get past that part, and that's hard to get past that part, because they've been telling us that for a long time. But once you get past that part, then it's like, okay, he's just a bad guy. Like Biden, he's a bad guy. Once you get past that part. He's probably racist. Michael J. Fox is probably racist. I don't know. Tom Hanks might be racist. I don't know. I'm just saying. I have no idea. But I understand what happens because they lie, Johnson. They lie. And you get so angry that you just want them to lose because they lie so much. Like, for instance, guys, I'm going to be real with you. Folks, how many people, here's the test, put a 1 up if you still believe that Donald Trump, when the thing happened in Charleston, no, Charlottesville, when Charlottesville happened, remember Heather Heyer? Heather Heyer, I think that's her name. Remember when the protester was run over? The guys that were tiki barber. They had tiki lamps, and they were supposed to be like racist. You will not replace us. Remember those guys with the Dockers on? The Old Navy shirts and the Dockers and the beach lamps, the tiki beach lamps. Remember these guys? Put a 1 up if you still believe that Trump gave a speech, and in that speech, he said that there were good people and bad people on both sides. How many people still believe that was the actual quote? Put a 1 up if you think that was the actual quote. I'm serious, guys. Put a 1 up if you remember it. Because the whole thing was, Trump said there was good and bad on both sides. And the narrative was, one side had literal Nazis on it, neo-Nazis. The other side had the good guys, the protesters who were against Nazis. And then Trump came out and said, hey, there were good people on both sides. How many people? Remember that? Okay. Remember that. You remember that? Okay. Of those people, how many of you remember what was actually said? How many people remember? How many people watched the tape for themselves, did the digging themselves, and found out Trump literally said in the speech, folks, I put this on my grandbaby. He literally said, I'm not talking about the Nazis. I'm talking about the peaceful protesters who want to keep the monuments and the people that want the monuments down. Those are good people on both sides. He literally said, I'm not talking about the Nazis. They took that part out. The guy literally said, I'm not talking about the Nazis. And they said, gotcha. We just won't play that part. He literally said, not that part. You don't have to be a supporter of him to go, oh, that's dirty. Oh, that's a dirty one. Oh, that's cruddy. Oh, because they lied to everyone. They lied to everyone and told everyone for 4 years that he said Nazis were good people. Well, that's not what he said. That doesn't mean support him. That doesn't mean he's a good guy. It just means the Democrats lie. That's all it means. It doesn't mean I want you to vote for him. It doesn't mean he's better. I'm just telling you the Democrats lie. They lied to, I don't even live that far from Charlottesville. I mean, it's in Virginia, right? I mean, it's far. But I'm saying, I know people from different parts of Virginia. I used to work in Northern Virginia at one time. But that's not the point. The point is, they lied to so many people. So brazenly lied. And remember, all of the media played it. All of the media went along with it. All of the media saw the whole clip. They knew the whole speech. They knew he said, I'm not talking about the Nazis. I'm talking about the people that want the monuments and the people that don't want the monuments. Both sides, there are good people on both sides of that issue. They just fabricated it. What I'm saying is, all of the media that let the lie stand just to help Biden or just to help Hillary, it's horrendous. And once upon a time, I didn't know how dirty things were. I had no idea that they would try something like that, right? You guys remember at one point, you didn't know how bad it was. Sure, they killed Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. and Medgar Evers, and they blew up churches and they bombed cities. And Tom Hanks recently came out and said he didn't even know anything about the Tulsa massacre until he was like 60. 65. I don't know how old Tom Hanks is. 65? What I'm saying is a lot of truth is kept from us. And when you get the truth, it makes you angry. It makes you angry. It can make you unreasonably angry. It can make you spiteful. It can make you vindictive. When people get lied to and they found out that they were lied to, it's like a scheme. A scheme of people have worked together to mislead you. That creates animosity. Deep-seated animosity. Anybody ever cheat you out of something? Anybody ever play with your intelligence? Anyone ever mislead you and you had a feeling that they're laughing at your face? We've all been there, right? Someone's lied to you and it made you so angry you were like, your blood was boiling. And what makes this so bad is they lie to you, and then they say, if you don't go along with the lie, you're the bad guy. And then there are good people that go along with the lie also because they believe that the other side is even worse. And you got to play dirty to win because the other side will play dirty to win. So now it's just two dirty sides. What they do is they rationalize it. They rationalize being a lying scumbag because you're up against other lying scumbags, so it's a bunch of scumbags lying. Get it? What I'm telling you, there was a time I didn't know that that the game was this bad. Once upon a time, I had no idea, man. Once upon a time, I had no idea it was this bad. I thought it was just me. I thought it was just good guys and bad guys and different points of view. Somebody wanted the guns, wanted to keep their guns. The other side wanted to get rid of guns. One side wanted black people to be able to vote. The other side didn't. You know what I'm saying? One wanted integration. One wanted segregation. One wanted to go to the moon. The other one wanted to, I don't know, right? So right now, Joe Biden's giving a State of the Union, and he's telling people, I'm assuming, based on the itinerary that his staff put out, based on the talking points that they had, he's going to tell people how they need to fund Gaza, the war in Gaza, how they need to fund the war in Gaza. And it's going to throw a bone. We're going to drop some aid. We're going to drop some aid to go with the bombs. Yeah, and we're going to try to get Netanyahu to stop dropping so many bombs. So instead of dropping 200 bombs, drop 150. Yeah, shoot him in the leg. Hey, aim for the leg. Get what I'm saying? And also, Joe Biden's going to make a play for the Reagans, for the Reagan voters. Yeah, so they like Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley dropped out, and they want Nikki Haley's voters. They want those reasonable Republicans who would like Nikki Haley. That's who they want. That's who the Democratic Party really is. The Democratic Party are full of Nikki Haley types. Like, they don't want your radical ass. If you're watching this show, the Democrats don't want you. Because people like you don't support them. You make too much trouble. Yeah, you're a problem. Yeah, they don't want you. You ask questions. You want to know where the money went. You want to know why can't you have health care? You want to know what happened to the 40 acres and the mule? You ask questions. You want to know why we got a fund wars. You listen to stuff like Tupac and remember verses like money for war but can't feed the poor. They don't want you. They want the Nikki Haley types. The ones that don't know why the Civil War was started. I don't know. Somebody wanted to make apple pie. Somebody wanted to make a raspberry pie. Things happen. I don't know. Things happen. I don't know. They want you to believe that they don't like each other, but they do like each other. They're like reasonable versions of sellouts. They like the reasonable sellout versions of themselves. That's why they put her on SNL, because they don't have a problem with her. Amy Klobuchar and Nikki Haley are probably really good friends. Amy Klobuchar, Nikki Haley, Kamala Harris are probably all really good friends. They're probably pals. What? Why would they be? They got virtually the same politics. Virtually the same politics. Yeah, man. Once you start accepting these types of things, you get it. And then you're no good to them because now you are a problem. You'll come in there and you'll be like, hey, why you support the TPP? The TPP isn't good for the unions. I thought you liked the unions. I thought you wanted to work with the unions. Why you want these bad trade deals to send jobs overseas? I thought we were against that. Why are you doing this with the money? Why you start asking questions? Nobody wants you around. You ask questions. The Democratic Party doesn't want you to be their spouse. You don't look the other way. You're wondering where you. Hey, it's 2:30 in the morning. Where you been? Where you been? It's 2:30 in the morning. I called you 10 times. Why are you raising your voice? I was calling you, baby. Where you been? It's 2:30 in the morning. Where'd you go? I thought something happened. Calm down. You're going to wake the kids. Jesus, I can't just come home. I was out with the girls. If you must know. Jesus. But, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's enough for you, sir. That's enough. You go to bed. We'll talk tomorrow. No, we're going to talk now. We're going to talk about it now. I want to know where you been. Who you been with? Why? That's it. I'm going to stay with my mother. Can't have any peace and quiet here. I'm tired. I come home. I just want to sleep. And you're giving me the 3rd degree investigation. I thought I wanted a marriage, that Cagney and Lacey interrogations. Who the hell is Cagney and Lacey, Tim? That's the Democratic Party, man. Then they leave, they storm out to go back over to their boyfriend's house. Leave you with the kids. And when you see them tomorrow, they're going to make you feel bad because it's all your fault because you were questioning them. And you jumped to conclusions about where they've been. You don't trust them. It's all your fault. That's the Democratic Party, folks. And they don't want you because you ask questions. You want to know, like, why can't college be free? Once upon a time, high school, there was no high school. America's really not that old a country. 50 years ago, folks, high school has not always been a thing. Neither has the minimum wage. kids under 10 working in factories. Like, there's a lot of shit. The 5-day, 8-hour work, 40-hour work week, whatever. Like, it's not that long ago. But we like stopped. America stopped evolving and becoming better. It stopped. Everything froze, including the standard of living, right? Including the standard of living. That stopped. But what kept going was inflation and corporate profits. That's what kept going. If you're listening to this right now, if you're listening to it and you relate to it at all, you're a problem. They don't want you around, Johnson. They want you to be focused on other stuff, man. They have you around here messing up, making people think about real shit. Can't have you around. You're a problem maker. You come into a place, you're like, hey, man, why don't the lights work? You're like cutting on switches and shit. Everyone's sitting around with little fires inside the house. You're like, why don't we just fix the lights? Why don't we fix the lights? You're a problem. You want solutions for problems. They don't want solutions. They want someone to blame. They don't want to fix problems. They want to run on them. They don't want to fix problems. They want to run on them. So the State of the Union address, whatever's being discussed, whether it be immigration, whether it be Ukraine, whether it be inflation, the economy, the great infrastructure bill. It's going to say, people talk about this infrastructure bill like it's the New Deal. Yeah, like it's the second coming of FDR. How many people did it pull out of poverty? This infrastructure bill. I keep hearing all these assholes repeat like it's like Emancipation Proclamation. Oh, it's the infrastructure bill. Oh, well, I couldn't walk. My legs didn't work. I think Joe Biden, he signed the infrastructure bill and I walked. Lord, I was able to walk. Now I can walk fast because of Joe Biden and the infrastructure bill. These lying bastards talk as if the infrastructure bill is like, I don't know, man. It's like, what's it called when they gave all the free land to all the white people? What's that called? When America gave like $1 trillion of free land to white folks that known blacks. You know, I forget the name of it. Someone said, what about the border? Homestead Act, that's it, Dietrich, my brother. Yeah, they talk Dietrich. Jasmine Crockett, Jason Johnson, Van Jones, Joy Reid, they talk as if the Infrastructure Act is as good as the Homestead Act. You can just hear people rattle it off. I heard Roland Martin rattling it off as if it's amazing shit. Why are you voting for Biden? What was it? The Homestead Act? No, I'm sorry. The Infrastructure Bill Act. That was an amazing piece of legislation when it did this and it did that. What did it do? What did it do? It did all these things and all these things are gonna happen. What happened? What happened? I want to know what happened. What did it do? Oh, it's gonna do this and do that on paper. Here's the deal, guys. You can't tell me that these bills or these acts or all this work they say that Joe Biden did, you can't tell me it was so great if I don't feel it. Yeah, if the act was such a great act, if the CHIPS Act was so great, if the Infrastructure Act is such a great act, why aren't people's lives much better? See, part of something being good is the people that it impacts, they know it. They go, wow, this is great. You ever been hot as hell, hot, and then somebody cut on a fan? You feel the air. You go, if they cut on a fan and you didn't feel the air, that's a waste of electricity. Get it? Like the infrastructure. They talk about it like it's the Homestead Act. Like somebody got, like we got free land or something. Yeah, here, this is for you. I want you to have generational wealth and to be able to build with your family. And somebody, a tear fell out the eye and turned to my kids and was like, kids, guess what? Joe Biden just saved our futures. He just signed the Infrastructure Act. Now we can, one day, when we buy an electric car, we'll be able to drive it and find an electric pump to put electricity in it. This is a life changer. This is a game changer. It's amazing. Now all I got to do is drive Lyft long enough in my regular car to one day be able to afford an electric one. And then we can take advantage of this great Infrastructure Act. See, you guys, they don't want you. Democrats don't want you. They keep on talking like the Democrats want us. They want our votes. They don't want you because you're a person who thinks for themselves. Yeah, you think for yourself. They don't want thinkers. Nah, they want company men and company women, people that shut up and go along with the flow, people that don't rock the boat, people that call other black people coons for voting for the other white guy when they voted for this white guy. That's crazy. Remember, guys, if you are going to question authority, neither side wants you. Nobody wants anybody questioning authority. But don't tell me how great. So right now, what Joe Biden's doing, he's telling everybody how great he's been for the country. Now, the people should be telling him that because that's how greatness works. Michael Jordan was a great basketball player because what? Because fans thought he was great. Not because he thought he was great. Not because sports writers said he was great, but because people that watch him put up 50 points, hit game-winning shots, do incredible moves on the court. The people decide he was great. Not the critics, not people on his staff, not the media that he pays for or that are afraid to lose their fucking jobs. No, the people supposed to decide that because they witnessed the game, they watched the game, they saw the performance. Joe Biden right now is trying to sell it to everybody how amazing he is based on what people that work for him have said. And people that want to work for him have said. And people that work for the party, what they have said. Michael Jordan was great at the Chicago Bulls. But that's not because somebody at the Chicago Bulls organization told me he was great. It's because people who played on other teams saw it. People that never played saw it. Get what I'm saying? And that's the problem. And if you're somebody who's smart enough not to listen to propaganda when making your mind up, they don't want you. Check this out, guys. I put out a video yesterday about immigration, about the border crisis. And this is very frustrating stuff. It's like the longer I take on a project, the less views it gets. It's like no one sees it. But I want to encourage you. I want to tell you straight up, go watch that video. Because I did something you won't see done. I gave you both sides of the argument. I gave you truth on both sides. I told you what both sides are trying to do in the narratives that they're spinning. And I haven't seen anyone do a better job. Now, if you were expecting me to defend Biden or to defend Trump, you're going to be disappointed because that's not what I do. I know I would be more successful if I did. It's just I got this problem. It's called ethics. And I'm sorry, but YouTube don't pay enough to sell my soul, man. Just don't. My soul is worth more than a box of nickels and a couple jawbreakers and three Mary Janes. You know, it's so yeah, right now Biden's probably talking about immigration. He's blaming Trump. He's blaming Trump because, you know, I don't know. Trump ain't in office, but, you know, Trump's fault that things are not going well. But when you watch the video, you'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get it. How many people remember Obama was the deporter in chief? Okay. Yeah, I've covered this, man. I learned a lot about immigration, more than I think I know more about immigration than most people. Not more than everyone, but I learned about catch and release. I learned about returns versus deportations. There's a difference. These categories, you know, illegal immigration versus legal immigration, right? And making legal immigration harder does not stop illegal immigration. It's crazy, Johnson. It's crazy. Facts, not feelings, exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Tobias. I appreciate it, man. Anthony, what's up? They spent $4 billion on one car charger station. You hear this? You hear this? Yo. There are people that don't understand it, but they heard it's the right thing. So there's a problem, man. And why? Look. Dr. West started running for president. Give it up for Dr. Cornel West, y'all. Give it up for my guy, Dr. Cornel West. Give it up for Dr. West. I was done with politics. I was literally done with politics. I figured I'll never be who I was. In 2020, I did so many great things. 2016, I did great things. I did great things in 2020. But after all the fallout with the squad, with Nina Turner, with progressives, I kind of lost my stomach for politics. Because I could talk about anything. There are kids right now playing video games who make a living creating content. There are people cooking. Cooking, filming themselves cooking meals. We have a very successful content creation strategy that does amazingly well. So why I got to talk about something that's so negative? That's so, But then, Dr. West started running for office. And that got me going, man. Because I consider myself a friend. Like, I consider Dr. West a friend or someone who I respected so much. If he's going to give it a shot, I'm going to support him. That's the only reason why I got back into it, guys, because it's just it's so disgusting, man. They lied to us so much. It's just, feeling like I could help change it, help do something positive, but not feeling like I'm really being effective. I mean, in 2020, they interviewed Marianne Williamson, Andrew Yang, Cory Bush, before she got to Congress, Jamal Bowman, before he got to Congress, Jill Stein, Dr. Jill Stein, you know? All these great people, man. But it was Dr. West running again that made me get back into it. Then I saw people tearing him apart, and I'm like, God, man, gosh. It really is a sad day, man. But hey guys, hey, every day above ground's a good day, and we got an opportunity to fight the good fight. Make some righteous noise, piss off our adversaries, oppose the system. It is what it is. Once you know what's going on, you can't pretend you don't know, so yeah, we in it. But I'm keeping it real with you. That's what got me back into it. Because this Joe Biden, I am not excited about Joe Biden at all. I'm not excited about Trump. I know there are people that are. That's because they don't know anything yet. Wait till you find out how horrible the system is. Arlene, what's up, Arlene? Thank you, Arlene, for you keeping it real. Thank you for always being real with me. You know? So there it is, guys. Like I'm gonna cover the State of the Union. I'm gonna go over it. I'm gonna listen to the whole damn speech. I'm gonna make notes. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do video content on it because I gotta cover it. But I already know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a bunch of lies, man. It's gonna be a bunch of empty promises and we're great. America's great. And we did this and Trump's evil and and we got to get him, man. It's real. No deals. No joke. It's real. All right. I'm Joe Biden. Yeah. It's going to be a bunch of that garbage. It's going to be a bunch of hollow nonsense. We don't got time for hollow nonsense. I'm trying to tell you. The protests are beautiful. Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute, guys. Stop telling me you're going to be on the couch. Stop telling me you're going to be on the damn couch. Fine. 45% of America doesn't vote. Why do you know what most of those people do? They don't go online to tell people, I'm not voting. They just sit home. It's not revolutionary to not vote. Yeah. And that may tick off people, that's fine. Somebody needs to tell you, not going to work is not a revolutionary act. Unless you're getting paid to do it. Get what I'm saying? When the bus boycotts happened, they put the bus company out of business. You know how long it took? A year. Look, they said, hey, you won't let us ride the bus wherever we want on the bus? We got to sit in the back of the bus? Even if we're in the back and somebody white gets on the bus, we got to give up our seat because they get first? Dibs. When they decided to fight against that, people had to walk to work and not ride the bus. You know how long it took for the system to break? A damn year of walking to work, of walking to school, of walking with groceries, or whatever it was. Do you understand that? Yeah, man, but let's stop acting like you in Detroit, you ain't gonna vote, and you want to come online and tell the world I ain't voting. I'm sitting on the couch. Okay. You always sit on the couch. Nah, if you did something radical, Like, I don't know, started a new chapter of an organization. It's going to do something great for your community. That's something to talk about. You know, if you did something, but not doing something ain't the same thing. It's just not. I respect your right not to vote, but just remember, you're just one drop in the bucket of a lot of other people doing the same thing who not doing it, who not, it's just not, it's not a protest. It's a Tuesday. And on that particular Tuesday, you're choosing not to go to the polls. Yeah. So anyway, I'm not here to make you feel, I'm not here to try to, you know, make people feel bad or a certain kind of way about voting or not voting. I'm just saying, it's just, I notice this talking point that people are saying like it's empowering. I ain't never having kids. Okay. It's up to you not to have them, dog. It's just, you know, okay. I ain't gonna eat no more chicken. Okay. I'm just trying to understand, why do people feel empowered by saying that? It's like they're getting back at somebody. Yeah, I'm sitting on the couch. What dumb Negro told you that was like empowering? I ain't gonna clean my room up. I ain't never cleaning my ass again. I ain't washing up or nothing. I ain't never putting on deodorant. Okay. I'm just saying, man. It's just like, don't make sense, man. I get it. It's like people that tell you they unsubscribing. Unsubscribe. I'm unsubscribing. Okay. I didn't know you were subscribed. Shit, okay. All right, well, have a nice, I don't know. Okay, peace. I don't know what to say. What? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I'm not giving you anything for Christmas. You didn't give me anything for last year's Christmas. That's it, Tim Black. I'm not buying you a Valentine's Day gift. Mrs. Black will be glad to hear that. I'm just saying, man, let's stop the madness, man. Stop. Like, I know these people get a lot of views, and I know it feels good, I guess. It's maybe you get a dopamine rush to stick it to the system. I don't know. Just know this sounds crazy. It's not doing what you think it's doing. I'm only talking about it because it's funny. I'm not angry. It is what it is. Hell, somewhere Republican smiles. I don't know. I don't know. Somewhere a Dixiecrat smiles. I don't know. Strom Thurmond sits in his casket. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. What else? There was something else. He's going to lose Michigan. Man. Man, he should lose Michigan. And he should lose Maryland, too. That's where I'm at. I'm in Maryland. I wish he'd lose Maryland. Shit. Yeah. Yeah. Hope he loses California. Shit, Michigan. But yeah, it's all good, man. If he loses Michigan, he's going to need Florida. I don't think he's going to get Florida. Wow. Biden just called for banning AI voice impersonations. That son of a bitch. He needs to shut up. AI voice impersonations. AI is fun. AI is fun and it's useful. I use it from time to time to do different stuff. It's cool as hell. Should you be able to do illegal stuff with it? No. Like anything else, you should not be able to break the law with it. That's all. How about that? Don't break the law. Cars are fun too. There's speed limits. There's all types of paperwork. All types of licensing and taxing, depending on where you live. Yeah, like there's rules. Not supposed to drive on the sidewalk. Just rules. Gotta have rules, that's all. Fine. The hell did Biden know about computers? Biden's really old. Just when you're thinking how old you are, you're feeling a little weird about it, just remember, you're probably 30, 40 years younger than Biden. Just remember that. Keep that in mind. Yeah, young whippersnappers. That's really all I got, man. I'm going to be following this State of the Union. Look for a video, me giving us a wrap up on the State of the Union. It is what it is. Don't let these people lie to you about all the great things that Joe Biden's done. Here goes my rule of thumb, right? Anything Biden did, he could have did more. Okay? Anything he did that was good, he could have did more. That's what you got to know. That's what you got to know. You got to realize that. That's why I get so pissed off when I'm hearing these people who are just carrying water for him all the time. Because I know I've been covering this too long. I know that anything he did was less than a half measure. He could have did a lot more. He chose not to because he really doesn't give a shit. And his bosses don't want him to. Okay? That's what you got to know. I don't care what Michael Moore tells you about how nice a guy Joe Biden is. God bless you, Michael Moore. I'm glad you came on the show. But, keep it real. Thank you, Ty Setti. What's up, fam? But know this. Anything Joe Biden did, he could have did more. Know that for a fact. Take that to the bank. Know that in your heart of hearts. Let me add this one thing. I said this in the video, but you may have missed it. Remember when Joe Biden, they did the child earned income credit? Anybody here got kids? Anybody got kids? Okay. Anybody has kids or grandkids, you may recall when the Biden administration gave the child earned income credit up front, that meant you didn't have to wait till you got your taxes back. They would give you a certain amount of money per child every month. And that money was very useful. That was a good thing. If that stayed in place, 40% of children that are living in poverty would be lifted out of poverty. Lifted out of poverty. The problem is, it didn't stay in place. He could not get it done. They say it's because of Joe Manchin. Here's the thing, guys. And this is where it makes me hate. Why say hate? This is why I have no respect for so many of the other commentators in corporate media. But then I realize they have jobs, so they don't control their platforms. But it's disappointing. Can I say that? Joe Biden and the Democratic Party want to blame Joe Manchin for that going away. Once again, guys, 40% of children that were living beneath the poverty line were raised up above the poverty line. Lives were better. These are actions that help kids. These actions help families make ends meet. This impacted their lives. It went away because of a vote. And because Joe Manchin would not let him do his deal, would not let one of Joe Biden's bills pass with that provision in the bill. So they took it out of the bill. They took it out of the bill. This is why I can't stand Joe Biden and the lies. Even if I believe that that's really what happened, and that Joe Manchin's the whole fault for this, why didn't the Democratic Party make Joe Manchin enemy number one to the Democrats and do everything in their power to get rid of him? Folks, why didn't the Democratic Party make Joe Manchin a marked man? Do you know what's going on with Cori Bush right now? Do you know what's going on with Ilhan Omar or Rashida Tlaib? They spoke out against Israel. So you know what's going on? People are getting money to run against them. People are getting paid to run against them. People's campaigns are being flooded with cash to do what? To get them out of office. To primary them out of their congressional seats. Because why? Because they won't play ball. Because they're not doing what the ADL wants them to do. You understand? See, in politics, when you go against the grain, in politics, when you do something that's against the interests of special interest groups, they go after you. They get you primaried. The person that's primarying Cori Bush was supposed to run against a Republican. He changed his mind, decided to run against Cori Bush because he had no campaign money. Now he's got millions. Because he's being funded by people who hate Cori Bush because Cori Bush said she wanted a ceasefire. Because, see, that's what you do to people when you want to get rid of them. When you are pissed off at them. When their politics is working against your best interests. When their politics is against your own interests. You go after them. You get them pushed out of office. Who pushed Joe Manchin out of office? Where's all the money from the Democratic Party flooding in to get rid of Joe Manchin? If Joe Manchin is such a problem. Listen to what I'm saying. Why isn't Joe Manchin out of office? It's not because they're weak. It's more diabolical. Folks, when you want to get rid of a political adversary, you fund an opponent. It's politics 101. It's politics 101 when you want to get rid of a guy or a woman. You fund an opponent to get rid of him. I don't see that happening to Joe Manchin. If Joe Manchin was an enemy, come on, man. Joe Biden's from an old school of dirty politics. Joe Biden's from an era in politics when they used the word nigger on the Capitol floor. Where they call women dames and toots. You mean to tell me you don't think he's never strong-armed anyone after being in Congress for 40 years? You really think that? What I'm trying to tell you is, I was born tonight, but not last night. And if the Democratic Party really had a problem with what Joe Manchin did, they would get rid of Joe Manchin. He would be gone like Cynthia McKinney. He'd be out of office. He'd be hanging at home with Nina Turner. Nina Turner's not in office because she pissed off the wrong people. I know because I went to Ohio. There are people that want to tell you it's because she didn't run a campaign the way she should have ran it. Those people don't know anything. Well, they only know some things. You can always run a better campaign. But that's not what did it. It was the millions of dollars that came in the last month of the campaign when she was out of money and she could not respond to the millions of dollars that came at the last minute. The robocalls, the mailers, all the shit that carpet bombed Ohio in the last month of that election. You have no idea because they didn't want her to win. Then Clyburn and company came to Ohio. He left South Carolina, came with a squad to Ohio to do what? To get her out. Because that's what you do when you want somebody not to get elected. What I'm trying to tell you, folks, is we got to be smart. We gotta see through bullshit. They did two things. They sent Clyburn out to Ohio to take the legs out of the campaign, to talk to black people in Ohio. They sent hit people from the Democratic Party to help the opposition, Shontel Brown. People like Dr. Jason Johnson. He was there telling people that Dr. West and Danny Glover and all these people were carpetbaggers coming to Ohio to steal an election. The word went out. If you want a career, help us stop Nina. It would be a good idea. And the Democratic Party swung into full action. And the ADL swung into full action. And money started flowing, and favors started flowing, and Jim Clyburn flew his ass down to Ohio. And what I'm telling you is, when the Democratic Party wants to stop somebody from running, when the Democratic Party is upset, when the Democratic Party wants you removed, when the Democratic Party feels you have betrayed the party, when the Democratic Party feels you are bad for business, they do business. They stand on business. They stand on business. The Democratic Party never felt. No, I got one better. When Joe Manchin is acting like a Republican, he ain't selling out. He's standing on business. Get it? Get it? When Kirsten Sinema was doing the bidding of Mitch McConnell, she wasn't selling you out. She was standing on Democratic Party business. She was doing what the Democratic Party wanted her to do. Don't for a second believe these people are rogue. These people are listening. That's their job. What's the word for it? Opposition? What is it? Fake opposition? Opposition? Controlled opposition. The controlled opposition. That's what they are. They're controlled opposition. What I'm telling you is, anything that Joe Biden has done, he could have did more of it. Anything good that Joe Biden did, he could have done more of it. Anything that didn't get done, it was by choice. And anybody that worked against him in his own party, who still has a seat in this party, that's because it was part of the design. This is not fly by night. These decisions are not made at the night of day, at night, and people just do whatever they want to do. It's careful. It's strategic. These are professionals. They know what they are doing. Joe Manchin took the earned income credit out of the bill at the request, not at the protest of Joe Biden, but at the request of Joe Biden. That's what I believe, because I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. All right, folks. They work together. Thank you, Tobias. Larry Wallace, what's up? I want to give it up to all my members of the Tim Black Wolfpack. All my people, thank you so much for being a part of the Tim Black Wolfpack. Somebody just said, you must be a lefty, I'm out. I love America, man. This place is too smart for you. You're absolutely right. You should absolutely leave. No reason to announce it. Just go. I get it. You don't know shit, and you don't want to know shit. And we know, it's a beautiful thing. It's like Dr. West says, everyone has a right to not know or to be wrong. Everyone has the right to be wrong about stuff. It's okay. You could be wrong. I could be wrong. You could be wrong. We could all be wrong about anything. That's fine. It's cool. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, I want to thank my members of the Wolfpack that hung in here with the show. I appreciate y'all. You know where to find me on Patreon, Tim's Take Live on Patreon. Go to jointimblack.com, become a member today. I want to thank people that supported this live stream. You guys are amazing. I got to come back on a regular schedule. I'm glad I tried to do the live stream with the SOTU, with the State of the Union. I'm glad I tried, even though it didn't work out. Because I get to come back and talk to y'all. Thanks for all the well wishes. I will go live this weekend, and I'll let people know when the new show's coming back. You can always find me at tim@timblacktv.com. That's tim@timblacktv.com. That's how you reach me directly. You can hit me up on Twitter, X, or TikTok, or Facebook. Threads, that's the one I was thinking of. Threads. We're doing a little something on TikTok too. I'm starting live streams on TikTok. Yeah. Doing well on TikTok, y'all. It's pretty good. We're over 60,000 on TikTok. It's not bad. That's it. Arlene, what's up, Arlene? T. Lynn, thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Ramona. Thank you, Katrina. I appreciate y'all. Sprinkle some facts on them, like I always say. Don't you let nobody take your cornbread. And I don't care what they say. It's a new day, Johnson. It's a new day. Wolfpack. Keep your head up. I'll see you guys in the next one.